Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. I am your girl Angie and I am here today to do a monthly read for the sign of Aries, and this is for the month of March 2021. As usual, I hope everyone is taking care of both your physical and your mental health. Getting your rest on, meditation on, you're doing that yoga, doing some deep breathing exercises, drinking a lot of water, staying hydrated, but generally and holistically taking care of you. If you are returning, I want to say welcome back to all of my subscribers, everyone who has hit that subscribe button. Thank you so much. And if you are new, welcome to the Serenity Circle. We are here for inspiration, motivation, and empowerment. Let's get this party started. I first want to say that when I was doing your pre-shuffle, Aries, I did get the message for the word release, which is the theme for the month of March. Last month it was change. And this month, the word of the month is release. That's going to be in all the videos. But I got that when I was doing your pre-reading. So, I mean, take release how it fits, because release to me is about, releasing old habits, patterns, things that no longer serve you. Coming to a realization that, doors have closed and new chapters either have opened or are opening. But it's about accepting the changes that are coming about, releasing, the pain, the sorrow, the regrets, anything that you may have been holding on to, even if it was subconscious or unconscious, things that doesn't seem to fit anymore. Trying to make sense of the new by using the patterns from the past, allowing things to fall apart when they need to, the tower energy. But knowing that you are rebuilding, we are in a time of recovery. Everything with the release, recovery, it's all about letting stuff go, So with release, for me personally, it's about knowing what didn't work for me before. Like last year when I was working, a private company and trying to fit in and trying to, be accepted, adjusting to their new ways, because the company I was working with had been bought out, and noticing that everything had changed. I no longer was like in charge of the department that I was in charge, and it had molded and they had, dissolved those departments, and everything was just under one company based out of state, where we were no longer connected to each other. There was no, person that you can go to and sit in their office and communicate with the higher ups or individuals who were in a position to encourage or motivate. So a lot of that fell back on me to be my own motivator and my own encourager. And suddenly it was like, well, what do I want for myself? What are my goals? Why am I here? Truthfully. And I had to, reevaluate, reevaluate what was important to me, what was important for me as a legacy leaving from my children, and how did that fit into where I was. So it's like when people ask you, what is your 5-year plan? It was more or less, what is your now plan? What is your tomorrow plan and your next paycheck plan? Because it was a cycle. Before COVID hit, we were just going in, we were making sure the bills were paid on time, making sure the car note was taken care of and insurances were covered, and just posting online, be going out to dinner. Life was just so blissful. We were blissfully asleep. And now that the awakening has happened in 2020 and we're coming into a realization that our personal lives and how we view the outside world has changed, and how we appear in the outside world doesn't even seem to matter anymore, because everyone is trying to find their place, their own personal spot. They're trying to lay their mark and figure out, if they want to start a business, or if they want to go into a new field, they want to go back to school. So there were so many things that were happening in 2020 that now that we're in 2021, and, I've started my own business, and I'm moving this, into starting my website, and I'm doing my tarot and learning the cards and gaining more cards and exploring what healing is all about and how deep it can go. As a Scorpio, of course, is going to go way deeper for us Scorps, but trying to find my place and releasing all of that, because I'm no longer working for someone else. I'm no longer, having to find someone to communicate and find someone to motivate. Everything is through the source. Everything, I've always been spiritual, more or less than religious, but it's like now that I'm no longer connected to the people that I could just walk into their office and seek their, motivation and get, communication with them. And I'm connecting to the source, and I'm meditating more, and I'm watching what I'm putting into my body and the things that come out of my mouth. I'm a lot more conscious. So there had to be a release that happened. The old me is gone. That person that I used to be, dressing up and, how it looked on the outside. It's now all about how I'm presented on the inside, how I feel about myself. And so now we're in Pisces season, which is water time. So it's all about how we feel about the new us, the new person that we are either becoming or have become. And it has nothing to do with where you were in 2019 or 2015 or 2020. Now it's like that door is closed when, we did Happy New Year and came into 2021 with expectations, with plans, with goals, things that we're now pursuing, with a lot more vigor, and they're more all about self. Some of us are still looking for jobs because, of course, we have to support ourselves. We have to eat. We have to be able to, commute and get around and take care of our family and, everything, health insurance and health care and our illnesses and our bodies. We will have to, connect with people on the outside. But it's releasing that old and embracing the new. So, the word for March is release, which is, it means people are going to be going to a lot of deep thinking and a lot of, feels. How does this new me make me feel? How does this person make me feel? How does this job make me feel? How do I feel living here? How do I feel with this landlord? And how do I feel about paying all this rent? Or whatever your situation is, it's going to be about releasing what no longer serves you. Okay, so I have your shuffle out, your cards out on the table. Your overall message is the Star card. And that's about, looking forward to something better, having hope, which goes along with releasing the old. Because now the fears that are here now, we may have never had them before. We may have never had to face not having mom and pop to go to, not living under their roof, or, not depending on certain people like me with the boss, and, knowing that, my kids still rely on me, but me as a person, I have to figure out, what is going to work for me going forward. And there's a sense of hope in your overall message for the month of March and how you will embrace this. But the overall message is to remember to be hopeful, that if you made it in 2015 and you made it in 2010 and you were making it all along, have hope in whatever this new beginning is that you have set before you. And if you haven't given it much thought, now's going to be the time to start figuring out, not what your 5-year plan is, but what your now plan is, because it's going to be the foundation for you moving forward. It's a sign of Aquarius. So, you may have Aquarius in your chart, or you may be embodying that, logical, intellectual part of yourself, because of course Aquarians are air sign. But this is about better days in the future, being vulnerable, being open, at being accepting, releasing, of course, but being able to embrace the new, embracing energies from the universe, and being able to incorporate that into whatever your now plan is to move yourself forward. So let's get into the tarot. So coming into the read, your past, recent past, you have the Three of Cups, you have the Three of Rods, and the Page of Cups. So you came into the month of March, probably getting news or hearing something good, something that had you feeling a reason to celebrate. And then with the Three of Rods is about better days, your ships coming in, something that you may have been manifesting, because we've been manifesting before the year of 2020 even ended. But you're coming into the month celebrating something that you have called into yourself, whether it was a new job, more money. It is tax time, so we're able to start businesses, begin creative projects, moving to another stage, which is about learning and growth, and having self-control, at least being able to balance this new beginning, how it fits with the family, the friends, the loved ones, the spouses, how it's going to balance yourself out, your yin and your yang, your positive energies and your shadow energy, the things that the fears that you have on this side, and then the hopes and dreams that you have for tomorrow, for now, what you've been building and working towards. So you came into the month, celebrating the knowledge that you are ready to move forward, or accepting something that you've been manifesting for so long, and knowing that it gives you a sense of self-control, a sense of being in control of yourself, where we no longer have to go to someone else for our motivation. Not saying that you don't need a friend or, a shoulder to lean on, but it's a certain sense of worth, of value, knowing, what it is that you were putting your time and energy into. So you came into the month very hopeful. Definitely, celebrating something that you were trying to manifest. Or some of you may have definitely gotten some good news about a job or prospect or a new relationship. Somebody got a new boo. Or you may see progress in a current relationship that you're in, or be able to speak better or communicate easier to the person that you're in a relationship or committed relationship in. So there is, or you may have noticed, some changes happening, because that was our theme for last month. So you may be noticing some changes happening in your personal life, within your energy field, within your aura, that's preparing you for your elevation, or as you are noticing that you aren't in the same mind frame that you were in before. So you're noticing your ascension happening right before your eyes. When you have a moment and you close your eyes and you do some deep breathing, at least, dedicate 3-4 deep breaths each day, to give thanks when you're breathing out, to inhale the new energy, to inhale the prosperity, to inhale the success, to inhale the hope, and to release what no longer serves you so that you can continue having an open space within your aura for new energies, for more ascension, for more personal growth, because the more you grow, the more we grow as humankind, as divine feminine and as divine masculine. We are escalating each other, showing love, because the source is love and love is the source. The closer we come to figuring out what we're passionate about and putting that level of love into it, it's just like that feeling you got on Valentine's Day and you're in a committed relationship, or whoever was celebrating Valentine's, knowing that you're going to go out and buy something for your boo, or you're going to get dressed up and do your hair and your face and makeup and look pretty and get your shave and prepare and present yourself. It was a feeling of love that you held within, and so that committed feeling is what you came into this month feeling. May have been residue from Valentine's Day, but it was some reason for celebration. Maybe you appreciated, or you got a promotion, either in a relationship or a job. So that's basically the energies that I'm getting you coming into the month of March with. Something that you were looking forward to is definitely paying out. And no matter what laid behind you, because the waters is all torrential, no matter what happened behind you, it no longer plays a part in where you're going, because there's a sense of peace. There's a sense of knowing, at least it's a little bit easier to accept who you are and know your worth and value. And there's a lot holding within this cup here with the page. Of course, it's a sense of growth, because the page is still learning and growing, and you're learning what it is that you can be fruitful with, because the fish is all about fertility, prosperity, birth of something grand, something worthwhile, something that you've been looking forward to. So accepting it and being hopeful about it is a feeling that I'm getting that you coming into the month of March with. Let's trot on down to your current energies. You have the Wheel of Fortune, the Hierophant, and you have the World card. We had the Hierophant for Aries before, where there is not only a promotion, but someone getting engaged or getting married, but it's all about ascending. It's a lot of ascending energy that I'm getting from this read for you, Aries. With the Wheel of Fortune, it's about good luck being on your side. Of course, Jupiter is in your realm. Your current energies, you have like a kiss from Jupiter. Like Jupiter sent you this gift to allow the wheel to continue to turn. The higher your vibration, the better the wheel is going to turn in your favor. The more positive energies you put out there, the more positive things you say to others, positive posts you post on social media, telling people happy birthday. Like the more positive energies you put out to the universe, the wheel starts to turn, and you gain the strength that you need to get through 2021, month by month, day by day, week by week. You kind of challenge the bull. You challenge the bull to either get out of your way or face him, because you have the strength to face those challenges or trials or whatever it is that may stand in the way of this wheel continuing to turn. Connecting with the divine source, connecting with the higher energy, pulling in some positive energy so that you can continue to manifest what it is you're putting out there. If you're hoping for something better, now's the time to focus your mind, take your deep breathing exercises, breathe it in and expel what no longer serves you, so that you can be at peace. You have the dove here and you have the dove over here, and the dove is a symbol of hope. So, and of peace, of course. So with the dove on both cards, that's your current energies that I'm getting, that you're filling your plate, your space with hope. And if you aren't, you should be, okay? Definitely. And with the Hierophant, that's Taurus energy, but it's also about connecting to the higher self, connecting to an authoritative figure or authority self, being an authority of your own faculties, an authority of your own mind, your own decisions, knowing what works best for you, challenging the norms, everything that you used to believe in, challenging it, because for March we are in a position to release what no longer serves us. And this is also about being promoted. The Hierophant energy is about marriages and celebrating something on a higher level, like a graduating from class. So some of you may be going back to school. Definitely this is the time period to sign up, at least to see what classes are being offered. There's not a lot of money here in the chart, so beware of your money situation. There are a lot of cups. Well, you do have 2 cups here, so it may be emotional. It may be, what you're passionate about, maybe what is ruling this reading. And then you have the World card. When I see these two together, this is a sign of hope as well. This is a sign of doors closing and the luck. The luck of seeing the door closing, knowing that no longer serves you, and being prepared for something better, for something karmic, something that's now where the universe is like, okay, you passed the test, is what I heard. You passed the test. So you passed the test of step A or step B if you were at, step B level. And now the door for step C has opened. Now, bear in mind, there's going to be a lot of prosperity. There's going to be a lot of success. There's going to be a lot of hope. There's going to be a lot of positive things coming your way in this new cycle, in this new chapter. And it's going to begin once Pisces season ends and we start the zodiacs all over again, starting with you guys, Aries. Your time is coming at the end of March. And as you roll into Aries season, there's going to be a sense of newness, like a door opened up. Things that you've been hoping for or wanting to put, creative endeavors out there to the universe. That opportunity is gonna come up. People are gonna align who can help you with that. The job is gonna offer you more money where you can now afford to do something that's creative on the side for you. Maybe purchasing something that's gonna help your business or help you move yourself forward. But now is the time period where it's gonna feel like doors are opening and you passed the test. That's what I'm getting. So the test that you were being tested on and all those trials and tribulations, tears and sorrows or whatever you were feeling that was depressing, because you don't even have a lot of swords here, a lot of extra thought and overthinking. There's just a lot of hope in your cards, and you have some major arcana. So this is something that's going to be in position for a very long time. So you're setting the stage for something grand for yourself that you'll be still reaping the seeds from, reaping harvest from, throughout the rest of the year. So this is very good energy here. To have the Wheel of Fortune, the Hierophant, and then the World cards, just closing out a chapter and having luck, opening something brand new for yourself. It's like Christmas is happening for you guys. Hello. And in your near future, you have the Ace of Rods, you have the Two of Swords, and the Hangman. Okay, and with the Ace of Swords, okay, I was listening and I was getting some sounds. It's a new beginning. It's a new offer, something that is passionate, something, of course, we were talking about being passionate about whatever it is that you were manifesting. It's coming your way in the near future. With the Ace of Rods, you have a new start. You have the burst of energy from the universe to pursue something that's going to take you in the long haul. It's going to take you way down the road. It's like an investment. So you are investing in your own future here with this Ace of Rods. And there's a call, for you to open your heart. So love, you may have a new opportunity with love, or a new way of viewing love. A new perspective is coming in when it comes to love, when it comes to accepting something bigger, okay, and something better, something bigger and better that is going to cause you to open up, to allow the passion, allow you to feel the passions instead of just experiencing it and it being just a thought. You're going to drop the swords in the near future and be able to walk away from the darkness, the shadow energy, the thoughts that no longer serve you, feeling blinded, blindsided. You'll be open to seeing it from a new perspective. So if you are in the relationship or hoping for a better relationship, it's coming. Something better is coming. So if you're in a current relationship, better days are on the horizon for you, especially with the Three of Rods and the Star card together. And better days means that you will be laughing more and smiling more, able to enjoy your days and take a deep breath and not even realize that, the old is gone. Like, you won't even want to look back because it looked so good in step C that you don't even want to consider step B because of the things that you had to endure getting to this place. It's not worth looking back. And if this is an ex that's coming back, because I just seen an ex coming back, if there's an ex coming back into your life, that person will no longer fit what it is you're looking to achieve in this particular stage that you're in. It's as though you see this karmic lesson getting ready to repeat itself and you're like, I don't want to go back to that person or that situation because it didn't serve me then. And if it didn't serve you in step B where you were being tested and you passed the test, you won't want to put this person into your step C and then have to go through the shedding all over again. That's why we have release for the month of March. Maybe you're releasing the ex. Maybe you're releasing the idea of bringing this person back. If they have already left before and they're coming again, and this is not the first time they have left and are coming again, they have been present in all of your stages and steps, but they may not be able to go through this door with you. Or at least if they are going through this door with you and this is an ex-person, there is hope for the situation if both parties can communicate about the past and allow those doors to close. You do not want to take stories from the past, people from the past, events and issues and pains and dark shadow energy from the past into your new beginning. It's like you went outside and got muddied up after you mopped the house, and instead of taking your shoes off at the door, closing the door and coming in, you're walking the muddy shoes back into onto the carpet and expecting that, you know, the house will still stay clean. I always have these kind of stories that come up in my head. Also, you had the death card when I was doing your pre-shuffle twice. I literally picked it up. I said, okay, death card. I know it's Scorpionic energy. I was, you know, doing deep breathing and shuffling, and it came up again. And here it is in your outcome message. And let's see what this message is for you with the tarot. So you have the Chariot, which is a Cancer card. You have the Chariot, you have the Death card, you have the Eight of Rods, and you have the Emperor. And this is as much as the Hierophant. The Hierophant. He's hiding the Hierophant, but with the Emperor energy, it's also about claiming your power. It's about knowing what you're moving forward with. It's about deciding to move forward. It's about deciding to let go. So this is the release energy here. This is about embracing that you have a yin and a yang side, that you are good and you also have down times and moods and, you know, negative thoughts, that these are the things that you have been working on, and these are the things that you're willing to accept about yourself and respect about yourself. That way you can value the entire you and not beat up yourself to be just yin, because that's impossible. We can't be yin all the time. There are times where you meet a challenge and you put doubts in your mind. You know that there are doubts, and now you're able to see some of those doubts and shed them, release them. New doubts may come in, doubts that were even deeper hidden than the ones that are surfacing, that will be swept away because you're going to wash those off your feet. You won't bring that mud into the house anymore. But you will find that something came in, something that was in the innermost crevice of your shoe that you obviously couldn't have seen. You can't beat upon yourself for it, but you got to acknowledge that it's something that you will have to work on in step C, because when you end step C, you will release that and you will not need it in step D, okay? Eventually your shoes are going to be shiny, honey, okay? So we have releasing something, we have the endings. Also, to let you know there's a new beginning on your horizon in your near future. Yes, you have that with the Ace of Rods. You have luck taking you into your near future, and it's showing up here as a rebirth for you, a release and a new beginning. So something new is coming once you're ready to move forward from the place you were in before, accepting that you no longer need, you know, to go into somebody's office and sit and have a conversation about things that need to be done or things that need to be addressed. You are now connecting to source. So as you increase your spiritual connection, you're able to climb on your chariot. You're able to move forward positively. You're able to go through the door that's opening for your new beginning. You're able to communicate better. You're able to communicate with this person that you were connected with. And you are now the authority. You are now the one who makes the final call. You're the one who sits and decides what works best for you, my lovely Aries, and not have to rely on anyone who were coming and going or giving you a up and down or, you know, adding to your mood, because better days are on the horizon. And there's hope in the cards that if you rely on source is going to give you everything you need, and you don't need, you know, that negative energy in your sphere anymore. Let's see what we have for you with the Angel Wisdom deck. Angels and Archangels, what messages do you have for my beautiful Aries energy for the month of March 2021? Can we get some cards? What do you need for them to know? What messages do you have for Aries for March 2021? Sometimes half the deck want to fly out, and other times it's like, you better pull a card, Missy. Okay, here we go. Is that it? Is that all we have for this way? All right. When it gets dead silent, then I know we have reached our max. So we have the Lover's card, and that's Gemini energy. You have the Nine of Rods, and you have the Four of Cups. There's a lot of Rods energy in your reading. So you may be dealing with a fire sign. I'm getting fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sag. Of course, you have Scorpio here. You have Cancer in your read. You have Aquarius. You have Aries here again, so you may be dealing with another Aries. You have Jupiter, which of course Jupiter is playing itself out, but you have some fire in this reading, lots of fire, lots of passion. It looks like someone is in a relationship or in a connection, and they're moving away from a place of self-defense, because here is twice that your heart chakra is blocked off. So you have your heart chakra blocked off, and you aren't receiving any new messages or any new energies. So some of you may be feeling like you're unable to get love or to get into a new relationship or meet someone who is offering you what you're looking for. But there is a sign here that someone is coming in, or someone in you may be dealing with a Gemini person, or someone with Gemini in their chart may be presenting themselves with an offer, may be presenting you with an offer. And it may be an offer where you are blocked off from it and you're not trying to hear this person. And you are here receiving messages from Spirit. Spirit is connecting with you about what your next step is going to be. So you are focusing on yourself. You're focusing on your own personal growth. Focusing on self-management and self-care is what I'm getting. And that's a good place to be, especially with the Emperor energy and having hope here with the Star card. Anything that was unknown, hidden in the dark, secrets or lies, or anything that wasn't uncovered is now in your past, because you have the Luck with the Wheel of Fortune and you have the World card. Okay, they're bidding me to this deck again. We've just pulled. Do you have any more messages for my Aries? There's abundance all around you with the Four of Cups. And it looks like you're looking for your abundance on the outside. While you're manifesting, your abundance is coming to you. So continue your manifestations. Staying positive, taking moments of the day. Even if you set your timer for 10 minutes and you sit in silence. Or you find, some meditative music and you sit silently and just think and let your mind flow. Eventually your mind will clear itself and answers are going to come to you, because there's a lot of abundance around you. The need for self-defense is over. And someone is receiving a message of love. It may be about self-love, or it may be love from the universe. It may be love from a partner or friend, someone who you weren't even expecting love from, because you aren't looking around for this cup coming from source. You see, the angel is passing the cup to you, but you're busy focusing on you, which is not a bad thing, okay? Because that's where you get your value and your self-worth from, knowing what it is that you want, especially with the Emperor energy, and you're stepping into your own power with the Emperor and the Hierophant. All right, we can just pull a card. That's a lot of fire. More fire energy. You may have a Leo or Sagittarius, or this may just be you. It is Aries energy as well. Again, you may be dealing with another Aries, or this may be the passion that you're holding inside. Like someone is bursting with passion. They're wanting to share love. They're wanting to give love, receive love. Like they're bursting with this energy of love, because there's a lot of rods in your in your recent past, in your near future, and in your outcome energy is all rods. You guys are doing good. And your current energies with the Nine of Rods as well. Something's coming to an end. It's the ending of a chapter. Well, of course, with release, you're releasing that because you have the World card. It was a karmic cycle. It was heavy. It has something to do with a love connection or relationship. But that might have been the trigger for the pain and the sorrow, but it may also been the trigger for the healing as well. And you have the Three of Rods. You're walking away from what no longer serves you and embracing what is to come. And here's the Three of Rods in your recent energy, which is confirmation from the universe. We're going to read it to see what it says for you. It says, planning for the long term, abundance from past choices, pride in the success of your labors. Be patient as you decide what's next. Okay, so it's calling for a little bit of patience, which you also have here with the Hangman energy, taking a step back in the near future and observing, making plans, definitely taking the time out for you, which is how you ended up here. And while you are here, this is what's happening. The abundance is happening. It's like the universe is gifting you with everything that you need moving forward, because you took the time out to sit and still yourself. And, have a new perspective, observe it from a whole different point of view, taking on a whole different look, not looking at the outside, but focusing more on the inside. And that's how love finds you, planning for your future. And then you have the Two of Fire, which the Two of Rods is about taking a step forward, taking the next step, being bold and ambitious, making choices that are bold and ambitious. There's no more fear. The fear is going to seem so primal and small, because in step B or in step C, whichever step you're at, the fears don't fit. They don't fit where you're going, and they no longer fit your mentality, your mind frame. The power and the authority that you've gained over those fears will take you well into your future, into your long term. Okay, one card down. And then you have the Three of Cups, which is beautiful energy, which we have here, which is another confirmation card. So this is about something from your past, because both of the confirmation cards that we got with the angel wisdom were directed towards your past energy, the Three of Rods and the Three of Cups. So you have two threes. 3 may be an important number. You may be seeing 3 like 3 p.m., 3 a.m. You may be up at 3 o'clock in the morning. It's literally 3:31 right now on my clock, a.m. that is. I do my reads in the middle of the morning after I've taking care of everybody else, and I'm taking care of you guys so we can get the March started. But it's not an issue. So we have the Three of Cups, and let's see what it says for you. It says, do what you love. Recognition for the highest quality of work, especially creative endeavors. Being paid well for your craft. Working well with others. An excellent reputation. So some of you may be starting a partnership or going into business with someone, or maybe in a connection where you are financially connected to someone, or financially connected to someone in business, or receiving money or giving money, but something connected to your coin, because this is probably the only pentacle that you've got at all, which stands out. But with the Three of Pentacles, it's about being recognized for the highest level of work. Like definitely putting the energies out there, which you've been doing, manifesting. That's why the wheel is here and the world is here, because there's hope in your story. You've definitely asked the universe for something great, and something great is on the way. Doors are opening for you that are magical, are making room for something bigger and better in your life is what I'm getting, because you have the Ace of Rods in your near future. So this is a very positive read. You guys are on the right path. Thumbs up to you who have addressed some of your issues from the past and was able to release something, was able to let something go. That's beautiful energy. I'm so happy for you. This is all I have for you. If this video resonated with you, please go ahead and hit the like button, subscribe, share, leave me a comment, thumbs up, a heart, leave a comment below if you please. Also, I am now offering personal readings. If you'd like to get a reading with me, my email address is in the description box below. Go ahead and shoot me an email and I will respond to you ASAP. I thank you guys for being here. I am sending you love and light. What I'm unable to provide, I ask the universe to gift you with more of what you're seeking, power of manifestation, law of attraction, everything that is playing out here in the cards for you. Look forward to your bonus love read for the month of March. Forgot the month. For the month of March, for good things coming your way if you're looking for a reading on love. Thank you guys for being here and have a nice day. Namaste.